Okay, so today we're going really small, like really small.
Oh, more than small.
Yeah, like, microscopic almost.
Okay.
We're talking about instrumentation fittings, which, most people probably don't think about much in their day-to-day life.
Right.
But if you think about like huge oil rigs, out in the desert in the UAE or like pharmaceutical labs, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
These fittings are holding everything together.
They are. Yeah, they're essential.
They're essential.
They're the things that are making sure that all of the liquids and gases that are moving through all these really complex systems are doing so without any leaks.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating is that they're not just like, dumb connectors.
Right.
They're actually precision instruments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that have an impact on everything from, the accuracy of measurements to, overall safety.
Yeah, I never would have thought about that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more than just making sure that something doesn't spring a leak.
Right.
What makes these things so important? Especially, we're talking about the UAE, like a really extreme environment.
Yeah. So the UAE has, a lot of industries that need these systems to be able to withstand really extreme conditions,
Right.
Intense heat, high pressures, and often, dealing with corrosive materials.
Right.
Like, if you think about it, they have these pipelines that run for miles across the desert carrying crude oil.
Oh, wow.
And if you get a leak in one of those things...
Disaster.
Yeah, it could be a huge environmental problem, also a financial problem.
Huge.
And so that's, this is where materials like titanium come in.
Okay, titanium, that sounds pretty heavy duty, but also kind of expensive.
It is. But in this case, it's absolutely worth it.
Right.
Because titanium has this incredible corrosion resistance. And that means that pipelines and systems are going to last way longer.
Right.
You don't have to do as many repairs, replacements, which can be really, really expensive. And it's also lighter than steel, which can make installation and transportation easier in these challenging environments.
Right.
So in the long run, it's a smart investment.
Okay, so durability, clearly important.
Yeah.
You also mentioned precision, though.
Yes.
What role does that play when we're talking about these fittings?
It's all about control and efficiency.
Okay.
So these fittings guarantee that the fluids and gases are flowing at very precise rates and pressures, which is essential for accurate measurement and, optimal performance.
Right.
Imagine like a pharmaceutical production line. Even a tiny variation in the flow rate could affect the quality and the safety of the final product.
Right.
So it's really important.
So even these things that seem really simple,
Yes.
they're kind of at the heart of maintaining these
Absolutely.
complex systems.
Yes.
Now, we talk about the UAE. It's a place that's pushing towards a sustainable future, right?
Yeah.
How are instrumentation fittings kind of keeping up with that trend?
That's a great question. So you're seeing a shift towards eco-friendly materials.
Okay.
Recyclable components, manufacturing processes that are designed to minimize the environmental impact.
Right.
But it's not just about the materials themselves. It's also about integrating smart technology into these fittings.
Hold on, wait, what?
Yeah.
Smart fittings. What is that?
So think about it this way.
Okay.
We're starting to see fittings that have like embedded sensors and monitoring devices in them.
Oh, wow.
That can track things like pressure, temperature, flow rate, and even detect potential leaks in real time.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. I mean, it's like...
It helps prevent catastrophic failures, but it also allows for like proactive maintenance,
Right.
which helps reduce waste and downtime.
Right. So it's like predicting problems before they happen.
Yeah.
So these tiny little fittings are getting really sophisticated.
They are.
It's not just about standardization anymore.
No, exactly.
Well,
We're seeing this growing demand for tailored solutions.
okay. Companies want fittings that are customized to their very specific applications.
Oh, I see.
Whether that's in aerospace, pharmaceuticals, or other specialized fields.
So, like, how does that work? Can you give me some examples?
Yeah, absolutely. So, for instance, in aerospace,
Okay.
you might need like a titanium valve that has a really unique design that can handle the extreme temperatures and pressures, say, of a rocket engine.
Oh.
Or on the other hand, a pharmaceutical company might need a compression tube adapter
Okay.
that has specific biocompatibility requirements to
Right.
make sure that, everything is pure in their production process.
So it seems like finding the right supplier
Absolutely.
is really crucial.
Yeah.
What should companies be looking for when they're
The big decision.
Yeah, what should they be looking for?
So, quality certifications are paramount.
Okay.
You need to make sure that your supplier meets international standards like ISO and ASTM. These certifications basically guarantee that the fittings have been through rigorous testing.
Right.
They meet all the requirements for safety and performance.
So it's kind of like a stamp of approval.
Exactly.
That the quality is up to a certain standard.
Yes.
What else should companies be thinking about?
Well, material selection is obviously crucial.
Right.
Making sure that the material's right for the application, for the environment. And then, of course, given this trend towards customization, you want a supplier that has the engineering expertise to develop and manufacture those tailored solutions.
Right.
And don't underestimate the value of local suppliers.
What makes local suppliers so important?
Well, local suppliers often have, a better understanding of the regulations in the region, the specific challenges that you might face in the UAE.
Yeah.
And plus, they can usually offer faster delivery times, potentially lower costs because they're already in the region.
I gotta say, this has been a fascinating deep dive. I had no idea.
They're more than just nuts and bolts.
They're more than just nuts and bolts. Yeah.
Right.
It's so integral to modern industries.
It is.
So for anyone listening who maybe thought that these were just, nuts and bolts, what's the key takeaway here?
I think the big takeaway is that instrumentation fittings are essential for precision, safety, efficiency across a huge range of industries.
Right.
And especially in demanding environments like the UAE.
Right.
Choosing the right fitting, the right material, and the right supplier can make all the difference.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Whether you're an engineer, you're an investor, or you just like to understand how things work.
Absolutely.
I think this gives you a glimpse into this world that really is often overlooked.
Yeah.
That keeps these industries running.
Keeps everything going.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, here's a thought to kind of leave everyone with.
Okay.
We're talking about smart technology and customization.
What does the future hold for instrumentation fittings?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah. What new innovations?
That doesn't going to see.
What applications will we see down the line?
Yeah.
It's something to think about as we, continue to explore the world around us.
It is definitely food for thought.
It is.
Okay. Awesome.
Thanks.
That's our deep dive for today.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Sounds good.